recently, it was a Tesla Cybertruck. And that video is on YouTube. Anyone know who Bella and Gigi Hadid are? Yeah. Oh, they're models and influencers, but their dad's a big-time architect, and he bought a house off a TV show called $1 Million Listings a few years ago. It's the Hadid mansion, and it's coming up on the left. They no longer live in that house, but kind of like that Airbnb earlier, you can rent out that house for $15,000. But that's not a week or even a night, but an hour.
Oh.
For parties and music video shoots and whatnot. Weddings. Anyone know who Shirley Temple was?
Yes.
Oh, yes. Biggest star in the world back in the 30s when she was 6 years old. Oscar winner by the time she was 8. By the time she was 10, she had built this mansion on the left. Right there. The Shirley Temple mansion. Her family still owns it. Goes back a whole city block. It's a big house for a very little lady. Now we're getting rid of Beverly Hills in a couple minutes. We're going to head towards the Sunset Strip, where rock stars have come to misbehave for the past 60-odd years. All right. That big tall building right there, that is an apartment building that has seen hundreds of celebrity tenants, including Elton John, Barbra Streisand, Cher, Johnny Depp, and my favorite, Lemmy from Motorhead. Nobody ever knows who Lemmy was, but he was great.
Of course we do.
Oh, really?
Of course.
Okay, so Lemmy didn't... that was his apartment, but where he really lived was the Rainbow Bar and Grill
Yeah, definitely.
in front of the trivia machine. And about 24 years ago, I was in the Rainbow at the trivia machine. And everyone was staring at me, and I thought I was doing really well because everyone was staring. But it turned around, and Lemmy was right behind me, wearing sunglasses at 11 o'clock at night. And just the coolest guy. And now his ashes are interred at the Rainbow. When he got really sick, they moved the trivia machine to his bedside so he could play it. The left-hand side, 9201 Sunset. My friend calls that the epicenter of the plastic surgery universe. It's where they've done parts of the TV show Botched. And where you might want to go and hang out for 5 minutes if you ever want to meet a Kardashian. I love their jackets. One time, they have these fluffy yellow tuxedo jackets, those valets. One time there were 5 of them out front, and they, for the life of me, they looked like some sort of like early 60s Motown group. It was awesome. Coming up on the left, see that neon sign for a liquor. That is Gills Turner Liquor. Right behind it is a white apartment building where Motley Crue all lived in one room when they had no money, and what money they did have they spent at Gil Turner Liquor. And both are featured in the movie The Dirt. Coming up will be Keys Nightclub. Got a video screen above it. Before it was Keys, it was the One Oak. It was owned by Jay-Z. Charged fellas $100 admission, and ladies got in for free. So for a while there was a bit of an upside to the patriarchy. Then after that, Rainbow Bar and Grill, most famous bar in music history. Everyone from John Lennon to Led Zeppelin to the next to it, the Roxy. That's where Prince made his West Coast debut. Where Pee Wee Herman got his start. Featured in the movie Up in Smoke with Cheech and Chong. Coming up on the left again, at the end of this block is a red building, which is the only nightclub in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, Whiskey A Go Go. Back in 1967, that club had cages hanging from the ceiling with bikini-clad dancers, one of whom was Goldie Hawn. And the house band at the time was The Doors. Why did he need the hump? Right-hand side, the Viper Room, formerly owned by Johnny Depp, and that curb right there, sadly, is where River Phoenix passed away 31 years ago last night. My drummer from college was living out here at the time, and he would walk by while they were putting River in the ambulance. It's a real loss. And there's a robotic pirate for no apparent reason. Okay. I guess that was for Halloween.
So you don't use too many red lights. Stop lights.
Yes, ma'am. I will write my conversation. Up ahead on the right, can you see that? Can you see that big statue up there?
Yeah.
That is Moose on Squaw, Rocky and Bullwinkle. And the reason there's a giant statue of Rocky and Bullwinkle to our right is because a couple doors down is a big green animation studio where they were born. Right there, that was the Rocky and Bullwinkle animation studio.
Oh,
It's also where they shot the nightclub scenes from Night at the Roxbury. Now we're about to hit Sunset Plaza. It's the midpoint of the Sunset Strip. If you look to your right, you may spot some celebrities.
no.
We see Al quite frequently, to be honest, but in Beverly Hills. The left-hand side, Crystallini was the bank in Scarface. On the right, that is the Oppenheim Group real estate office where they did Selling Sunset. On the left-hand side, that Mel's Drive-In location is Cyndi Lauper's favorite restaurant in LA. And she just had her 70th birthday party there a little while ago. Pardon?
No, nothing.
Oh, okay.
It's from here.